But here, I want you to have this. I got the time flute. Awesome. But are you certain? Maybe we really have something this precious? Of course you may. Go ahead.
Use it on Quagsire.
I hate you so much.
Quagsire would have saved you there.
How would Quagsire have stopped that Pokemon from going for EQ?
You would have had 2 water types and both could have clicked Surf and killed the camera up first.
And then potentially killed Entei.
No.
Probably not. But who's to say I would have had Quag and the other thing on the field at the same time?
Because you prep for it.
The time flute now summon Dialga. Wait. Of course you may. I'd rather have you use that time flute than have those crooks take it by force. Use it and save the Shadow Pokemon from their sinister plans. Yeah, sure, whatever. Use it on the Destroyer of Worlds. I'm still so upset that he killed his own Entei.
Caught up in the middle, down the right for me. Yeah, you cut out, so I'm singing.
Oh, did I cut out? Can you hear me now?
You did. Yeah, I can.
Okay, that was weird.
Well, I talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
We just need to, like, now that you guys are leaving Europe because you're leaving the EU, you should just, like, move, like, the UK closer to America so we have better internet connection with each other.
Naturally. I mean, if we all just go to the shore, put our legs in the water and kick, then it will go forward, surely.
Well, it depends on how you kick. You might accidentally kick yourself further into Europe.
Fuck.
What you should do is just, like, attach a bunch of, like, put on a bunch of harnesses and stab the end of the harness into the shore and then just, like, breaststroke your way there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
There, that'll probably, like, solve all of your economic problems, too, if I had to guess. So, I pretty much just saved your country. You're welcome.
Definitely. You definitely did. So, you can expect a thank from the Queen anytime now.
I better get a handshake. I want to be knighted. Can't she do that?
She can. She can do that.
Awesome.
She can also chop off your head.
That's a little intense for someone who saved your economy.
You better hope your plan works then.
Can't we just cut off Denmark and attach the UK to Germany? That sounds pretty simplistic.
What a plan. Who cares about Denmark anyway? It's not like it's a real place.
Yeah, the penguins from Madagascar hated Denmark, so it's okay.
Wait, did they?
I remember it was a running gag that the lead penguin, I think his name was Skipper, he could never return to Denmark because of the things he had done there.
Oh my god.
Anyways. Oh, Mayor, I heard there was a big commotion on Mount Battle. It was almost like a battle happened on Mount Battle. Egan's worried sick about you. Quick, hurry home and reassure him that you're safe and sound. No. Oh, wait, I'm gonna go and unshadow this Slugma and name it Aku.
Yes.
Aku!
Samurai Jack.
Foolish samurai.
He is a great character.
I would prefer attaching the UK to the US, got lots of friends over the pond. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we could, like, I don't know. We could probably, like, what's the Gulf down near Florida? Isn't that the Gulf of Mexico? We could probably snap you in right there, right?
I feel like the UK is now like a child that's being like, okay, well, you can have the UK on every other weekend, and then you can have the UK on weekdays, but I get him every Friday.
Yeah, we just pass you around.
Yeah.
Welcome back, JH. I don't know why, but I always want to say GH instead of JH.
Yeah, you said that like a million times.
I don't know why. I get to nickname my Slugma, though. Also, it learns Sunny Day, so it works horribly with my for alligator.
Absolutely perfect. Do you know what doesn't work horribly against your for alligator?
I hate you so much. Stop talking.
Skiploom.
I'm so tired of you. Skiploom probably has freaking chlorophyll or something. It would work better with Slugma.
Nah, have you seen Skiploom lately? Definitely got Swift Swim.
Just push UK across the ocean every couple of days. There you go. Problem
But anywhere the UK goes, if it went anywhere, I don't know why we're talking about this like it's an actual thing. But anywhere the UK goes, we'd just be like, ah. Like if it went to Spain, we'd be like, ah, yes, one beer, por favor. We'd say everything horribly.
And then you just try and conquer it anyways, because that's all you know how to do.
Pretty much. If we went to Germany, we'd be like, remember that war? And everyone would be like, yeah. And then if we went to America, I don't know, we'd probably fit in America, probably.
It'd just be like, we started you, now you have to let us stay here.
Yeah.
We don't care about the war. Also, don't throw our tea into the ocean again.
If we went to, like, China or Japan, you'd be like, oh,
if you went to Japan, then it would be horrible because you'd become anime.
I don't understand why you can't just use knives and forks like the rest of us and use those sticks.
Also, why don't you speak our language?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, Mayor and Chaos, it's good to see you back. So how goes it? Have you trounced the Cretans that raided Mount Battle? No. Ah, you shouldn't joke that way. So how goes it? Have you trounced the Cretans that raided Mount Battle? No. Ah, you shouldn't joke that way. This game does not. I think he's supposed to be based off of Ash, but his name is Egan. This game does not let you say no. They just constantly repeat the text until you say yes. It forces you to say yes.
Yeah. Did you really mean this?
No. You actually meant to say this. I expected nothing less of my own granddaughter, and of course Chaos, the person that I met one time. Aha, I see. So Vander conferred the time flute upon you. Then what are you waiting for? Depart for the Relic Forest and summon Celebi at once. I wonder what will happen. I find it quite exciting. I'm not going to go use this thing. No.
Can you imagine if he started calling you, like, son? Feels like, I never
really
expected anything less, Chaos. You're my new son.
He just, like, adopts me on the spot. Like, here, sign these papers.
Yeah, exactly. And then you'd be like, I don't want to. And you'd be like, son.
Ah, that's a funny joke. You really want to be my legal son, though, don't you?
And then you can't say no.
There's no option. Eventually you say no so many times that both options just say yes. Ah, yes, there's something I'd forgotten. Chaos, may I have the number of your PD, thing? There you go.
No.
The P-Star DA, the most well-named device of all time.
Oh, the perfect acronym.
Pokémon Colosseum, forcing kids to say yes to strangers since 2003. Good, I'll try to reach you at this number if anything happens. Well, don't try and reach me at another number. This makes us pen pals. Oh, giving you my phone number that's not what a pen pal is. Stupid old man
Sweet.
not understanding technology.
What is this? Some kind of flying machine?
I don't know where we're actually supposed to go now.
I remember when we used to call it stickball.
Apparently, Fampy is getting a Flareon plushie from someone or something and is now crying. Congratulations, Fampy.
I'm jealous.
Go steal
I
it.
need kindling. I do have a Litten plushie.
Why Litten of all Pokemon when Rowlet is your true lord and savior?
I hate Rowlet.
I actually don't want you on the stream anymore. I'm going to end here.
Rowlet's okay. Rowlet's better than Poplio, but I definitely don't like
You know what? At least we can agree on that.
I definitely would pick Litten every time.
It's such a bad pun.
What,
You know
Litten?
what? That's probably why you like it now that I think about it.
Yeah, Litten's an awful pun. I don't even think of the pun half the time. I'm just like, it's a cat!
But it still gets on 2 feet at the end, and I hate it.
Yeah, but it tricks you, because it's like, oh, I'm a wrestler, JK, I'm Doc.
That's also stupid, but I don't like wrestling, so I guess I can't really say anything there. I wish, like, Torracat looks so much better than Incineroar.
Yeah, I kind of wish it stayed on 4 legs.
I wish that for once we could have a cat that stays on 2 legs. Or, I mean,
Poplio.
4 legs.
Don't you mean Pooplio? Ah, yes.
I love Litten and Torracat, but not Incineroar. I like Litten and Torracat, too. I just like Rowlet more so, but Incineroar is just, no.
What does Rowlet evolve into?
Ditrix, I think is its name.
That's a bad Pokemon.
Yeah, Ditrix isn't that good, but Decidueye is sick.
Decidueye's cool, yeah. And what does Poplio evolve into? Is it like Bryon or something? Bryon.
I can't remember. It evolves into Brian.
They just gave up driving
It
Bryon.
evolves into Bad Luck Brian because it's the worst of the starters of its generation.
Yeah, that was the last one made. They're like, oh, so we got Poplio and Primarina. We need one in the middle. Bryon.
Can we name it after me, boss? What's your name, intern? Brian? Yeah, why not?
Right. Yeah, go for it. Happy birthday, kid.
Don't let your memes be dreams.
Brioni. Brioni?
Brian? I think it's Brion. I don't know.
Brion?
Yeah, I remembered Pre-Marina.
Or Brioni?
Let's just call it Jim.
Jim, of course, naturally. Everyone comment what your favorite Gen 7 Pokemon is.
Everyone do that. What's your favorite Gen 7 mon? I'm trying to think of what mine is, because I haven't played... I only played through Gen 7... I can't talk. I only played through Gen 7 once, and, like, I don't have any desire to play it again, so...
Yeah.
I can't... It's hard to remember all of the Pokemon.
I really like Araquanid.
Araquanid is cool. I really like how they showed all of the Pokemon in the game except for Araquanid.
Yeah, I was so surprised, because I was playing through Sun, or Pokemon Moon or whatever, on my channel for the first time.
Yeah.
And, like, I'd never seen Araquanid before, and I found it in that garden.
You died slightly there. You cut out. Are you there?
What the hell is this bug spider thing? I was blown away by it. 'Cause I just hadn't seen it. It was amazing. I'm so glad I didn't see it in the trailer before the game came out.
Do Alolan mods count? Yes, Alola form counts. I haven't played Pokemon since Gen 3. I don't even really care about it anymore, but here I am watching.
I'm a spider with a bubble on my head. Come at me.
I'm a spider with a bubble on my head.
Come at me, bro.
Cutiefly, tie between Vikavolt and Serena.
Vikavolt's good.
Vikavolt is cool. I do like Vikavolt. I don't want to be that guy, but I think mine is Como. Just because it looks awesome, even though it's bad. Oh, hey, we can go to the Mystery Lab now. Guzzlord. Guzzlord is my spirit animal. It's so bad, though. I got an email.
I feel like Gen 7 introduced a lot of cool Pokemon.
I feel like it did, but I can never remember any of them. I'm trying to remember who I had in my team. Oh, dude, Wishy-Washy is one of the best Pokemon of all time.
Wishy-Washy's hilarious.
I love Wishy-Washy. I used it in my playthrough. It was great. And Mudsdale is cool.
Should we start a war right now?
Should we do what?
Start a war. What gen introduced the worst Pokemon?
I feel like Gen 5 had both the worst and the best overall.
Hey,
Like, it
Gen
had
5.
it had some of the highest highs, but some of the lowest lows. Salandit is also sick.
Yeah.
Lycanroc, I like Lycanroc midday. It's cool, but Lycanroc night form is bad.
I think the opposite.
Why?
Genuinely think the opposite. I love Lycanroc Midnight. Have you seen his animation when he's battling? He throws up his hands. He's like, fight me. Like, he actually like throws his hands up. He's like, bring it on. It's so cool.
Lone Wolf is on your side. What a shock. The guy named Lone Wolf likes midnight form Lycanroc. Alolan Vulpix is cutest Pokemon. It is very cute.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Gen 5 had good Pokemon like Hydreigon and Scrafty and like Cofagrigus, but then it did have some... Yeah, Haxorus. And then it did have some poop, like Deerling and...
Tearling is literally a deer.
Swoobat.
Swoobat is stupid. It also had, I'm trying to think of the others. It had the worst Rattata clone, which is Watchog.
Ah, awful Pokemon.
Watchog is just bad. And
one
like
of my least favorite
I'm
Pokemon.
not one of the people who's just like, oh, it's just an actual object, it's dumb, but Vanillux actually is stupid.
Yeah, it's an ice cream cone.
It's
That gets
actually
bigger.
like I'm not the person who's like, oh, it's just this thing, it's bad. Like, as long as it looks good, that's fine with me, but Vanillux actually does just look horrible.
Saying that, I love Chandelure.
Chandelure is cool. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, Chandelure is literally a chandelier, but it looks so cool.
Yeah.
I need,
Chandelure's great.
Let me read this really quick so I can continue playing the game as we talk.
Go ahead.
Mirapion nabbed, duking a Pyrite Town. Chaos, this is duking. We just nabbed a pair of goons we think take orders from Mirror B. They may be worth squeezing for some intelligence. Yep, that's a phrase. The police have them in jail, so come to Pyrite in a hurry. I'm on my way.
Swoobat does give bad Pokemon a bad name. Sorry.
Don't forget about Gen 1 introducing a Pokeball with eyes. Tell me about it.
That is true. That is true.
The worst Pokemon is Darmanitan. That thing looks creepy. Its Zen form looks pretty creepy, but I like normal Darmanitan. And it also introduced an upside-down Pokeball with eyes as well. That's so good. That's so good.
It's very true. It gave you a Pokemon like a snake that then becomes a different snake.
Exactly. Favorite Gen 5 Mon? Cryogonal. For some reason, I love his design. Cryogonal's cool. I like Cryogonal.
Favorite Gen 5 Pokemon? I think mine might be Galvantula.
Galvantula is so awesome. I waited so long when I first played Gen 5 to get that as my, because Gen 5 was when they were still letting them out in Japan first, so I
Actually,
saw
they're
the
really cool Pokemon.
Yeah, I saw the entire Pokedex of Gen 5 and picked out my team before the games came to America. So, like, Galvantula, I waited so long to get Galvantula.
Yeah. Gen 4 gave some bad Pokemon too, though.
Yeah, Gen 4, I mean, every gen has goods and bads. I think some of them just have the worst bads.
Apart from Gen 2, which gave all the best Pokemon ever.
Gen 2 has Delibird. I think Liam died.
Best hazard removal. It has defog and rapid spin.
You cut out for a second and then came in to say it has the best hazard removal.
It does. It has defog and rapid spin.
I'm trying to... What gen were we just talking about? Gen 2? Gen 2 had Stantler.
Stantler!
Whenever Liam gets excited, he gets cut out.
He's like, my eyes are up. Stantler's like, my eyes are up here, motherfucker.
I'm trying to think of other... Smoochum.
Yeah, Smoochum's not great.
It was great. Every time I said a Pokemon and you got really upset about it, you just, like, got really loud for a second, Skype cut you off, and then you came back in to say, like, the most important part of your, sentence.
Yeah, Skype knows me.
Gen 2 had the Cyndaquil line, which is only the best starter ever. Cyndaquil is a very good starter.
Yeah, it's like a badger.
Okay, wait,
weasel
I really want to hear... chat. Don't think of a singular Pokemon. Think of all three of them together. What generation had the worst starter lineup?
5.
Exactly. Exactly.
5.
You're so
Easy.
correct. That's what I'm saying. That's so... I'm glad that's the one thing, like, almost 98% of the Pokemon population agrees it's the worst in terms of starters.
Easiest of my life. 5 is awful.
It's so bad. Okay, now, yep, seal it, people. It's getting through chat now. Everyone's saying 5, Gen 5.
You've got Emboar, then you've got... Oh, I don't even remember it.
You have what is possibly the worst starter of all time, which is Samurott. Samurott. It's potentially, like... Samurott is probably my least favorite starter ever. Like, no joke. Because, like, Oshawott and Daywott start out fine. It's like, oh, cool, we got these cool-looking otters. What's its final otter form? Oh, hey, it's this weird sea lion thing now.
Yeah.
Someone actually broke the trend and said Gen 6. Greninja's
Gen
cool,
6
though.
had Chespin.
Yeah, Chespin and Froakie are both great. It's just that Delphox is the biggest disappointment.
Agreed.
Superior is majestic, Samurott is cool, Emboar is okay. No, Samurott is actually just like the worst Pokemon ever. It is actually just bad. I can agree, Superior is definitely the best of the three, and I can agree with Superior being an okay Pokemon. Because I always pick Snivy when I have to play Gen 5. Because Gen 5 are like some of the best games, but they have the worst starters.
I think I boxed my starter every time I play Gen 5. I just think I just don't accept.
I played through with it the first time I played, and then that's exactly what I did after. Then when Black 2 and White 2 came out, I didn't use the starters.
Yeah, just box it. If I want a grass type, I'll use like Lilligant or Whimsicott. If I want a fire type, I'll pick up, I don't know, what's a good fire type?
Zebstriko with Flame Charge.
The perfect fire type.
Darmanitan is pretty early in that game.
That's true.
And I know there are other fire types, I just can't think of them off the top of my head. I know in Black 2 and White 2, you get Growlithe, like, at the second gym.
In Black 2, White 2, you can have a Lucario before the first gym.
That's so good.
Because you get Riolu and it's evolved through happiness. You just catch Riolu, run around with it. That's the first Pokemon in your party for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, JH, this is just not okay. You can't just dislike Torchic and Trico's lines. It's not
They're
alright.
amazing.
They're so good, but I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, no matter how wrong it may be. Now, here's a slightly more difficult question. Go ahead and make your point, and then I'll give the question.
I was just gonna say there's like no fire types in Gen 5.
There's like no fire types ever. Gen 4, you either have Infernape or Rapidash, or you don't have a fire type. It's so, like, they're so bad with fire types nowadays.
Meanwhile, Gen 5 has like a million fighting types.
It's actually ridiculous how many fighting types were introduced in Gen 5.
It's like, you got the Timber line, and you got Throw and Sork. And then you got
That's 5?
Scrafty.
That's too many. Scrafty and Scraggy.
Yeah, you got Scrafty and Scraggy.
You have their legendary trio is all fighting. Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, and Keldeo, which is not a trio at all, but still.
You got Mianfu and Mianxiao. This is a lot of fighting types.
Yeah, it's actually insane how many fighting types they introduced in Gen 5.
It's a lot of fighting type Pokemon.
Arcanine is a very good fire type, I agree. I was gonna
Talk to me
ask. This is a little more difficult, and I'm gonna ask this question right after I read this text on screen, so we're actually doing something.
Yeah.
Ah, it's you, Ai, get away from me. I'm gonna open up the gate. The door is locked. I have the key because they left it on the table right there. We were collared when we were collared, okay? When we tried to sneak back down to the under, it's just another thing that goes with this, that, and everything else you caused. It's all your fault. Mutter, elevator going down. There's a key of some sort on her belt. Want to take it? Yeah, I'll just, you know, reach to this sleeping woman in a prison cell's belt and take it off. No problems there. Got the elevator key. Okay. Okay, now, it's almost unanimous. I think like 1 or 2 people said Gen 6, but it's almost unanimous Gen 5 is the worst starter lineup. What is, this could be a lot more subjective. What is the best starter lineup for Generations?
Gen 1.
Gen 1, really?
Yeah. Gen 1 or 2.
See, mine is Gen 4.
I
Gen-
don't
but,
like...
Gen 4, like, none of Gen 4s are... My favorite starter is Sceptile, mainly because I started with Sceptile. But, Gen 4 is just, like, I love all of them. I'm always happy to have any of them. When I play any other Gen, I'm like, it's either I don't want this starter ever, or I won't mind having this starter, but I'd rather have another. Like, when I played Gen 1, I'd always rather have Charmander. Like, Squirtle and Bulbasaur are both okay. They're not bad, but
Bulbasaur
Bulbasaur is cool.
Amazing.
I do like Bulbasaur. But it's like, none of them are like, I would be like, have a hard time picking. If I like sit down to play Gen 1, and I'm not specifically thinking I need to do something other than Charmander, then I'm gonna pick Charmander.
Yeah.
And then like in Gen 2, I never want Chikorita. Never.
No.
And then in Gen 3 is similar to Gen 4, but I love Sceptile, so I must always pick them, and Swampert and Blaziken are both okay Pokemon. It's kind of like Gen 1. They're good Pokemon. It's just like, I'd always rather have Sceptile, though. And then Gen 5, Gen 5 is the worst. Delphox is bad in Gen 6. And then Gen 7, what's Gen 7 starters? Oh, Incineroar and Primarina are bad.
I'm not a big fan of Empoleon.
That's honestly, that's fair.
And then I'm also not a big fan. I like Torterra, but I don't like Turtwig and Grottle.
I don't like Grottle that much, but I love Turtwig and Torterra.
But the Chimchar line is phenomenal.
Chimchar's line is actually one of the greatest.
It is phenomenal.
I like all 3 of the evolutionary lines in Gen 4. Like, I love them all. There's sometimes, pretty much all of their mid stages, I'm kind of like, they're okay. But all of their first forms and all of their final forms, I'm like, I love this Pokemon.
Yeah. Probably unpopular opinion, but my least favorite starter from Gen 1 is Squirtle. I can't stand it.
I don't really like Squirtle that much either. If I had to pick between the 3, it used to be hands down Bulbasaur is bad, but over the years I've become more of a Bulbasaur fan. So now for me, Squirtle is like the worst of them now.
Bulbasaur is the grown-ups choice of Gen 1 starter. Like, only grown-ups pick Bulbasaur as their starter. Everyone else, if you're a child, you pick Charmander or Squirtle. When you get older, you're like, do you know what? Bulbasaur's a pretty cool guy. Don't you hurt the Phanpy, someone says as I hit it twice with Shadow Rush. Bulbasaur is just like a dinosaur with an onion on his back. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know what? You got me there.
Yeah.
Phanpy is so freaking cute. Dude, I love Phanpy. Phanpy, whatever.
Phanpy.
Eventually, I'm going to do a playthrough of XD as well, and you can get Phanpy in that game. I'm going to get a Phanpy in that game.
I never played XD.
I didn't realize my Mantine was ready to be unshadowed.
I didn't realize your Meditite died like a bitch.
It doesn't have high jump kick yet. Don't hate on it.
Yes, Ash's Bulbasaur was great in the anime.
Oh, that was back when I actually watched the anime. It was good.
It was
but
just
I mean, like,
nah.
But like, what's his name always had the, Charmander was always the most hilarious because he was a cool guy. He was like, I love you, Ash. You saved me from dying to rain. And then he evolves. He's just like, well, now I hate you, so I'm going to breathe fire on you continually.
Yep. Pretty much.
Phanpy, Flareon, and Alolan Vulpix are the cutest Pokemon, period. I can agree with at least 2 of those 3. I might have to disagree with you on Flareon, but Alolan Vulpix and Phanpy are both adorable. Ash's Squirtle was awesome with the sunglasses. That is also true. The anime made them all look better. Chaos complaining about not having a high jump kick, yet despite knowing that when he gets it, he'll always miss with it. Hey, just because you're right doesn't mean... Oh my goodness, I thought I already fought this guy. Oh, all these people respawn their fighting stuff. Liam, did you die?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard like a static noise for a second there, so I was afraid you had died.
No,
Why? All of the people in this building, they've like respawned, sort of, so I can fight them again, and they've got a bunch of level 40s. Why?
Because you just faced level 40 Entei.
How is Flareon not adorable? It's like one of the lower tiers of the whatever it is, of the evolutions. Both of these guys just use Fly, and I hate everything.
I like Vaporeon.
All evolutions are adorable except Leafeon. I disagree. All evolutions are adorable except Umbreon.
Yeah, Umbreon sucks.
I hate Umbreon.
I like Vaporeon, though. Vaporeon's cool.
Vaporeon is like my second or third favorite. Like my top three are Jolteon, Espeon, and Vaporeon.
See, again, if you're a child, you pick Jolteon, but then as you get older, you're like...
Yeah, Jolteon, no, shut your mouth. Jolteon is cool.
As you get older, you're like, this is a mermaid dog. I'm picking this thing.
You know what? You make a good point.
Why would I not pick the mermaid dog? I can pick the Fluff Duster, or I can pick the Pokemon that looks like it's exploded.
The Fluff Duster and the Pokemon that looks like it exploded. That's actually great.
Or I can have a mermaid dog.
Mermaid. Oh, that's so good.
Plus the sprite for Vaporeon in Gen 1 looked like a penis.
The truth comes out.
I'm gonna try and get it. Vaporeon back sprite. Back for you.
Oh, Phanpy is the opposite of you. He or she, I don't actually know. Said, as a child I picked Vaporeon, but then Jolteon grew on me. I've loved Jolteon throughout my whole life.
Jolteon's poop.
That's your answer to every Pokemon you don't like.
Jolteon is poop. I can't find a picture of Vaporeon from the back, but it looks like a penis.
I'll take your word for it.
Play through Red and Blue again and pick up Vaporeon.
But then, what would I use as an electric type if I don't get Jolteon?
Magnemite, the greatest electric type.
You know what? You're right there. You're right.
Magnemite is
I like
phenomenal.
how I said I didn't know if Phanpy was a man or a woman, and then she puts in the emote for breasts and then says I'm a girl.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Or you grab Electabuzz and you make the Electabuzz noise every time you send it out.
You have to get Electabuzz so late in the game, though, and I think Magnemite is really late in the game, too.
That's true.
Jolteon Shiny is actually bad. I will agree to that.
The only early electric type, I think, is Pikachu.
Yeah, and I refuse to use Pikachu. What was that?
That's Electabuzz. It's Electabuzz when he uses Thunderbolt.
Dead on. Couldn't tell the difference.
Absolutely nailed it.
Hey, there's a vending machine here.
Da, 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 na, na, na,
You really love that one.
That's such a good song.
I did call her Kristen earlier. I didn't see it in chat. My bad.
Breed Raichu's amazing.
Say that again?
I can't hear Chaos anymore.
You can't
So
hear
I
me?
couldn't hear you.
Oh,
I could.
sorry.
I can now.
To be fair,
right.
we are having difficulties with Skype, but I kid you not, Discord would be worse for me.
It would be a lot worse.
Lieutenant Surge Electabuzz? That's a Pokemon.